Anyone else want to stand up and have a spiel, if only for a few seconds? Well, if not, I'd like to remind everybody that we're going to stay here and get well Brahmson list. And we will be down at the bank at 5 o'clock this afternoon where there is a happening. And everybody's welcome to that. And we'll be out on the streets again on the 4th of May down in Brighton for the Edo demonstration and street festival. I hope to see everybody there. I hope we have a mass turnout, which I believe we will do. It is on the cards. I'd just like to say a few words if someone wants to come and relieve me of this. Otherwise, you will have to listen to the tedium of yet another rant. I went to City Hall yesterday where they had the police and Boris and company had an open public meeting. I've never heard such a load of crap in all my life. Cover-ups and so on and so forth. I'd like to say this though, that Boris Johnson said, and he claimed, and I actually believe him, that he didn't have any real input into what the police did on April the 1st. I think that it goes right higher up to number 10 Downing Street, for example. I think that's where the orders come from. I think that's where the blame lays. And so therefore, we've got elections coming up for the Euro Parliament. Well, we're not going to vote in them. What a disgusting sight. The BNP are probably going to get a couple of people elected due to the proportional representation system they have. And also, we're going to have left-wing people standing, running on platforms that will probably make the BNP blush with their nationalism, their chauvinism and their little Englandism. Disgusting. Do not take any part in this. Have nothing to do with it. You won't be in a minority. It's only about a third of the population that are going to bother to vote anyway. And that's another thing as well. I believe what Boris said. I don't think that he whispered into the police ears and says, I want the anarchists crushed. But he did mention something very interesting and very true and something we've known for some time about Ken Livingstone. If you cast your minds back, way back to the early years of this century, when we had the big anarchist May Day marches, it was Ken Livingstone, the great left-wing Ken Livingstone on his jaunts to Venezuela, who was in there with the police telling them to cut us in and to beat the shit out of us. And he was boasting about it on the television, in the media, both before and after. So what I'm saying is you can't trust, if someone says they're left and they're in power, you can no more trust them than if they're right-wing in power or central in power. They're all the same, they're all out for themselves, to line their own pockets or to satisfy their own megalomania. One's only got to look at the terrible fate of the Scottish Socialist Party and Tommy Sheridan, a grass, the person that advised everybody to grass on the poll tax rioters. That's how left he is. And one's only got to look at the disgusting spectacle of respect where I come from in the East End and Whitechapel. I've never had anything as disgusting as that. Everybody knows about what happened with the group splitting into myriad factions, with the Socialist Workers' Party faction, actually some of the councillors joining the Conservative Party within 2 weeks of splitting. Have nothing to do with left-wing politics. It's poison, it's disgusting, it's cancer. It won't do you any good. We got our own politics. We've got anarchist politics, we've got autonomous politics, and we've got politics that have never even been written about and have yet to be written about because they've yet to happen, but they will. We've got a crisis coming up. We're going to have millions of people unemployed. We've got 23,000 people on the waiting list in Tower Hamlets. They're never going to be rehoused. But there are thousands and thousands of luxury flats just waiting to be occupied. That's the future. Not only are the workplaces going to be occupied, but the people should occupy shops, any empty premises whatsoever, as well as empty homes. Because we're not going to get them by being on the waiting list. Direct action is the only way forward. And seizing the property is the only way forward. And I really think that this is going to happen, and it's going to happen soon. It's not going to just be done by anarchists and activists. It's going to be done by so-called ordinary people. So if you want to go and have a nice soiree with a Stalinist, and go to Trafalgar Square and listen to a load of rabid speeches that could have been done 10, 20, 30, 40, 100 years ago, then go ahead. However, if you want to get pissed and have a bit of fun, stay with us. That's all I've got to say. If anyone else wants to speak,